Small businesses around the world are struggling to compete with the big box retailers and of course the online Goliaths like Amazon and Walmart. And small businesses are trying to find new ways to compete. And Eric, at Boutir, you've got a platform to help retailers really improve their transaction pace, get more analytical data about their customers, and ultimately, of course, grow market share. And you're tackling it from a financing perspective with Qupital, offering receivables-based financing solutions for small businesses to improve their working capital and again, help them grow share. So you guys have that in common. How do you help businesses grow share? So Eric, how does the platform really help a small business grow share?
So for many big brands, they have resources to build their online store. But for a small merchant, they don't have the resources, they don't have the technical know-how. What they know they have is the mobile devices. So that's why we are thinking how to enable them to use their mobile devices to set up their online store very easily, just putting up their online product to their store, and then they can send a link to the others through like social network, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. And then they can complete the transaction. Boutir as a platform help them to connect all different payment gateway, so their customers can easily pay through different payment method, and then they can easily manage the orders and also manage the membership. Also get more data to help them to do better marketing.
Well, one of the challenges that small retailers have as well is, of course, there's no technical expertise. What does the platform do to make it simple?
When using the mobile phone, because the screen is very limited, you cannot do very complicated procedures. So we make the flow extremely simple. Just like using WhatsApp, using Facebook, you can upload the product and then everything is set up for you.
And on that note, Andy, you're doing something really simple. It's a relatively simple process to set up as a customer of Qupital. What do small businesses do to become customers?
They register online. We have one office visit, and then everything takes about 3 business days to get up and running, as long as all the documentation is ready.
So compared to trying to borrow money from a big bank, there's a much simpler administrative process. But you must be concerned about loan losses. A lot of these small businesses are very risky. And as they're growing, there's always risks with competitive pressures taking them down. So how do you ensure that your loan losses are managed?
We have different layers of protection. So one, we notify their counterparty to pay into a bank account that we can control. And then secondly, we work with trade credit insurance to ensure the loss of their counterparty. And then finally, there's actually recourse to the borrower themselves and also personal guarantees from the directors.
And both of your businesses are collecting a ton of data, behavioral data, analytical data. The next step, of course, is to start to provide some predictive analytics on that, using machine learning technologies and starting to predict directionally what consumers and payers will do and what customers are going to do. Eric, what's an example of where you see it applying in the Boutir platform?
Basically, we integrating Google Analytics. So for the advanced user, they can go into Google Analytics to see every click view, every statistics. But to them, it's too complicated. So we simplify the view. We create a very simple dashboard on the app so they can see how many page view of each product, is there any abundant shopping carts. So for the abundant shopping carts, they can send a reminder or send a coupon to those people who already show very strong signal to buy that product, but maybe they need a push to complete the transaction. So they can know what customer is interested in what product, and then they can customize different kinds of campaign, different kinds of promotion, and then send to the customer through like WhatsApp, Facebook, these kinds of channels. Because like before they are having an online store, they may be doing business on Facebook, so it takes a long conversation to complete one transaction. So one typical merchant, they can like take 10 transactions per day. But after they're using online store, the automated system, they can actually doing more than hundreds or even thousands transactions per day because everything are automated.
Are you going to be able to predict, Andy, what types of businesses are going to require a loan or an existing customer needing to upgrade a loan?
We are integrated with their accounting cloud software and then also with their e-commerce platforms. So we can actually see their day-to-day sales in real-time data, and then we can project which companies require more working capital, which companies qualify for a loan.